All right, I've gone live. I can still hear you guys, but nobody else can. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the NAT30s. We are continuing with our Bums of Greenest campaign tonight. I am going to. I can hear you guys. I am. I should probably put you guys on so that people can hear you too. I will. Now you guys are live too. How about that?
We're so stupid. Yeah, the Bums of Greenest.
So we are going to go through the announcements real quick so that we can jump right into the game. And there's going to be fart noises behind me the whole time. But you guys have to own it because they can hear you. So, announcements. Thank you to our two sponsors, the Armory War Games and Hobbies, and my shit is working today because Lord Nikto helped me figure it out. So, there it is. It's working. So please jump over to our sponsor in Fairhaven, Massachusetts. Thanks to them, we can do giveaways and have all kinds of prizes and whatnot. So please go check them out. And then our second sponsor is Foundry Virtual Tabletop, which we will be using tonight. And I had originally put 50 subs. We were going to give away a license to use the program, but I have cut that in half to 25, just to be more realistic, because I don't know how long it will take to get to 50 subs. So when we hit 25 subs, we will be reaching out to Foundry, and Andrew, the Foundry guy, has agreed to give us a license to give away. So we'll be doing that as soon as we hit the 25 subs. And let me do a little thingy-mabob there. What's the other thing? We have joined the Compound Network. You will see the little thingy over there in the corner. That is still being built out in terms of all of our marketing and everything, but essentially it's just a group of local creatives in the South Coast Massachusetts area, and I will throw that one down as well. Hello, Fires of Atheline. Thank you so much for the sub, for the continuing resub. We appreciate you. All right. Thank you very much. And tonight, if you want to, you can grant somebody. I think it's inspiration. I don't remember. We'll do inspiration or advantage, whichever one. Oh, well, when I move over to the oh, so there's that shirt back there you can see on my screen here. Thanks to Luca B Signs in Taunton, Massachusetts, for providing us with the opportunity to print some of our t-shirts. And Roy, they can hear you, although they can't see you. If you want to take it away. Take it away, Roy.
You guys can check out Luca B Signs. Now you guys are gonna make the noises at lucabsigns.com, or if you guys are local, we're at 39 Tremont Street in Taunton. We do signs, apparel, vehicle lettering, everything you can think of, and if we can't do it, then we find somebody who can. We do good work. We made these shirts, and yeah, check us out at lucabsigns.com, or like I said, local at 39 Tremont Street in Taunton, Mass.
Thank you, Roy. So thanks, Moral Deep 3D Prints, for hanging out and being in chat today. One of our partners there from the compound. I don't know if I have a command for everybody, but I should. Oh, I need to add one for you. Oh, I did. I already did that. Duh, I can see it. Okay. Anyway, so I think that's it. We'll be doing our giveaway, our weekly giveaway on Saturday. Tonight we're going to do one of our quick sessions because it is a weekday and everybody needs to go to bed because we're in our 30s and we're old. How's my audio? Thumbs up, thumbs down, middle of the road. I had to mess with it again because that's The bane of my existence is the audio on this stream. So hopefully it's all coming through okay, not too laggy. But in the meantime, I will wait for you all to let me know that the audio is okay. I'm going to go ahead and roll our intro, and then we'll get started with the session tonight.
Hooray!
Did that one time at a party, except the jello just never jellified, so we were just like wrestling in like sticky juice.
Ew.
But it was fun.
Oh,
Loser eats the
After
I was the
everybody
only
said it.
one at the party that actually jumped in with the 3 chicks that were jello wrestling. None of the other dudes at this party of like 50
So-
people would like. They're all like, I'll do it. And like all they're just sitting there looking. I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Moral 3D Prince, I was the only one who heard that, and it scared the fuck out of me. So, thank you for that. Thank you for the
Monster
bits. We appreciate it. I will update our party inspiration bar. Oh my god, that like
Move that
killed
cat
my
butt.
heart.
Okay. All I can see is one eye and cat butt.
Okay. Whew. You guys didn't hear it. You guys
Leave
can't
the
see the
wild
stuff on
shaping
stream.
to
So.
me.
What was that?
Stop trying to steal my thunder. She's trying to wild shape.
Oh.
She's trying to take my ability. Change it to a cat. Abaddon is now a cat.
I have to pull my soul back into my body after that. Played a monster shriek, and it's like so loud. I don't know how loud it was for you guys on stream. Sorry if it was very, very loud. Okay, so... okay. Hello, everybody. We appreciate your viewership. And we're going to jump right in. So, we last left the Bums of Greenest in the Mirror of Dead Men, but we pick up 150 years ago in a wooden tavern that has been converted to accommodate the Veer Plains Elder Council of 6.
Oh no.
I
wasn't ready for this.
The Veer Plains Elder Council of 6, who are sitting at their wooden table, goblets and tankards in front of them. They are made up of 6 dwarfs, 3 female, 3 male, ranging in ages. And the representatives of the Brew Bottle clan are standing along the side of this room, this wooden room, again, tavern, as well as several members of both the Loafbeard, who live in the Veer Plains, and brew bottle clans in the room. Dratha stands next to you, Erdnot, your daughter, and you hear the clanking of chains, and then a low growl comes from your daughter as Dario is brought out in chains looking pretty bad, clearly beaten. This human man brought by 4 dwarves that are in studded leather armor with just like simple weapons by their sides. He is dragged out shirtless, his long dark hair kind of covering his face as he's just pulled out into the middle of the tavern, blood and sweat dripping off of him. As he's brought forward, Grunka, the eldest of the Veerplane elders, stands up. She is a very old dwarf, but still very strong, and she stands proudly. Long, extremely long, white hair that reaches down to the back of her knees. There's one large braid down the middle with like a bunch of smaller braids on the sides. She's got these very thin, piercing emerald eyes. Next to her is Norzad, who is second in line, an older dwarven man. He still has his flaming red hair with some silver streaks through it, and he's got this long mustache that's braided, and his beard is bushy and chest length. Bald on the top of his head, but he combs over to hide it. He's sitting next to her. So Grunka stands up and looks down at the human man as he's thrown to the floor. And he's so weak he can't even get up. And Grunka motions for 2 of the dwarves to come over and lift him up so that he is kneeling on the floor. And I'm gonna actually change the music a little bit here to she looks at him and she says, "So we understand that you are willing to share information with us now, slaver." And she kind of spits that last word. And Erdnot, you hear this like, yes, very quiet. And Grunka says, "Speak up." And he coughs a little bit, the man on the ground, and says, "Yes, I will speak." And Grunka says, "I will cut straight to the matter at hand. Why did you attack the Brew Bottle clan?" And he kind of looks up with like just one eye. The other one has been beaten to the point of just swollen over. And he says, "I didn't attack shit." And Dratha, your daughter, like lunges forward slightly and says, "You disrespectful human garbage." And then Grunka holds up her hand. And Norzad, the second in line here, stands up besides Grunka and says with a smile that he's known for, "Mr. Vandran, there's a time and a place for snideness, and it is not here nor now." And he nods towards the group there, and this heavy fist is brought down on the back of the head of the slaver. And you hear the slam as it hits it, and sweat and blood just like drips all over the ground, and then his eyes roll back for a second, or his one eye that's open, and he looks like he might pass out. And Norzad looks at Grunka and he says, "Let's give him a moment." And Grunka says, "Of course." And she sits down, and Norzad sits down, and a beat passes as Dario, the slaver, catches his breath, and then he finally looks like he's pretty steady. And Grunka says again, "Why did you attack the Brewbottle clan?" And Dario looks up at her. He says, "I was hired by a third party." And Norzad looks at Grunka and then back at him. Who hired you? And Dario like kind of looks down at the ground. He's not able to keep his head up because he's been beaten so badly at this point. He says, Kathja. And then Grunka looks over at you, Erdnot, and makes eye contact for a second. And then looks back at Dario. Who is Kathja? And Dario says, I don't know. Only ever dealt with notes and anonymous coin drop-offs. Then Gimrig, who is your age, about at this time, heard not. He's one of the newer members of the group of elders. He's got light brown hair and these 3 large braids that end in the middle of his chest, brown eyes. He's not known for speaking a lot, but in this moment he's decided to speak up. And he says, you never saw anyone? No. Well, once I did. Scruffy, burly fellow, unkempt, unshaven. And then another council member known as Fardrum speaks up. He's a little bit older than you at this time, and nowadays he is one of the oldest members of the Sphere Plains. Thank you for the sub. He is bald with a brown brown beard that reaches to his knees, impeccably manicured, with about 100 individual braids. He's pretty extra. But he says, why the giants? And Dario just says, you pay them well, give them a chance to smash heads, they take it. I don't dirty my own hands. Grunka looks...
Erdnot yells, coward!
Grunka looks over at you, Erdnot. Where are the survivors, Slaver? And he just looks up, sold. And then Miss Mila, who is also your age, Erdnot at this time, blonde hair, dark gray, like low lights already in there, although she's only about 110 years old. Lots of braids, often tied back in this ponytail. She's always presented herself as being very calm and in control. She looks at Dario. Could you get them back? He just shakes his head. He's kind of breathing heavily. No. Grunka, and then Norzad at that point looks at Grunka again and then towards Dario. How much were you paid? And Dario just says, a lot. A lot. Then Grunka looks over at you, Erdnot, and she says, Erdnot, son of Udoros, the judicious, son of Uduror, the founder, leader of the Bruvado clan. Do you have any additional inquiries?
Can I hit him one more time?
Grunka and Norzad look at each other, and then the rest of the council, they all just kind of like exchange looks, and then Grunka nods at you.
Erdnot walks up and makes sure he loses a few more teeth.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Yeah, I'll just do it. 11.
Okay. So you hit him decently hard. but not enough to knock him out or kill him in that moment. So you punch him. How do you punch him and where?
Oh, I just hit him square in the mouth, but from the side, just like right here, bottom jaw.
Okay.
Get that good grind and snap when his jaw hits the top jaw.
All right. So you.
I'm surprised you didn't like divine smite him on the spot like that.
Unless she's playing this differently, I don't have
No,
any
you
of
don't.
that
This
yet.
is 150 years ago.
Gotcha.
So you punch him and you go ugh, in the spit and sweat and blood, and he loses a tooth. And then Grunka nods at you very slowly, and you step back to the side. And at that point, Miss Mila stands up, and she says, "Does anyone miss you, slaver? Does anyone love you enough to come looking for you?" And you see Dario like catching up with the punch that he just got, and then he kind of like hesitates for a moment, and his one good eye like looking around at everybody in the room and kind of like assessing his situation. And then he just says, "No." And Grunka stands up, at which point Miss Mila sits back down, and Grunka says, "That's enough. You disgust me, human. You claim not to have dirty hands, yet I see someone before me covered in his own shit, piss, and blood. And you will rot in it, though you will live. Throw him into the hole." And he doesn't struggle, because at this point he's too weak. And the two dwarves that were holding him nod, and they lift him up and start to drag him out of the makeshift Elder Hall tavern. And as they do so, you see his head kind of like tilt back slightly and kind of look off to the side. And make a perception check.
Sorry, hold on. What the hell? Alright, let me roll it over here. Because it's not rolling there, even though I just did it.
Yeah, I don't think your previous roll popped up.
No,
either.
it didn't.
There you go.
I did my previous roll in Roll20 on my iPad, but now Roll20 is not letting me actually roll on there for whatever reason.
Foundry?
No, Roll20. D&D Beyond. No, Roll20.
Oh.
Well, my perception sucked. It was a 7.
Okay. Yep.
The disgusting ones.
Yep, you just see his head roll back. He looks this way, and then he's dragged out of the room. And as the door clicks, Issa has left the room, and you are recalling this as you stand there on the second floor of the Castle Naratar. And actually, okay, so this was what I was gonna do. Sorry.
That's a random memory to have.
So, hold on, no, I'm not done. So in that moment, as you recall, you see Dario looking over, and in your mind's eye, you recall a dwarf standing in the room with dark brown hair, a brown beard. I don't know, my tablet started talking to me.
I was gonna say there's nothing over there. I don't know who you're looking at.
A scruffy brown beard and common clothes standing in the room. And for a moment, you recall this, that he looked at that person as he was dragged out. And then the door clicks. And you're sitting there thinking about this as you kind of are coming down from your, the fact that you almost got caught downstairs in the hall from making the wrong symbol with your hand. You look at your hand, the one that you punched Dario with, as everyone's like, Erdnot, Erdnot. And you guys are here on the second level. What are you doing?
Me or everyone in general?
Everyone. You, everybody.
I guess I'm staring at my hand. Did I recognize the dude here? Is that why I was thinking about it?
No.
We have to come up with a plan. We need to know what where they're taking the treasure and for what purpose. And we need to find out as much as we can about them. We're still in the dark. We're only following them. We should try and find out where they're going, where are they headed. We need to find information.
I think the only way to gain that information is we need to find a way to travel, to move among them. Maybe some of our more stealthy people can work.
Can wild shape?
So as you
Either
guys
way,
are
we need to
having the
find
conversation,
clothes
there's a
and
knock on the
boots.
door, and a dwarf woman opens up the door. She's like, "We're all needed downstairs, newbies. Let's go." And she closes the door and heads down.
Well, that answers that.
Chances are there's a good possibility some of us may be split up. I think we should try and meet back here if we can later, if we do get split, so we can all find out what each other knows.
Good idea, Zane.
All right. So you're heading.
This room was this our room that Issa brought us to, or was this just a room that was already occupied that she just kind of shoved us into?
She just shoved you into a room. You don't know anything about it. I mean, there are cultist robes and stuff in chests and everything. So from your vision, you guys can see correctly now, right? You can see your token.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yep.
I can't. You're like not there. I can't hear you. I don't know what happened. Am I the only one, or did she disappear?
No.
Oh, she's really, really low.
Okay. I don't know what you.
No.
What?
Unplug your headphones and then plug them back in.
You sounded perfect before.
Yeah, she was fine before. Hey, William.
She stopped making fart noises. That's why.
Quick, Lauren, fart. You're good at that.
Make sure it's on the right setting again.
I just imagine her over there going like as loud as she can.
Yeah.
I make fart noises with my mouth.
It's a new hit song.
Still low.
No, I don't know. You can type it in.
Usually it adjusts. Like her thing always starts off low and then it adjusts the more she talks.
Yeah.
It's the machines are learning.
Yeah, your mic is not like connected or something. It definitely is. I did want to say to our viewers that I have added stickers to the stream, so now you can throw stickers on our faces and stuff.
What?
Ooh, yeah.
It's a bit thing. I think they're like 50 bits. I might drop it down to 25. And Fires of Athelene's Kickstarter is still going, so please click on that link and go check it out. So the dwarf that came in the room very quickly, you saw like remnants of black. She just kind of poked her head in. She definitely looked to be. She was not one of the dragon, like the top, the second tiers that you saw down on the bottom. So you guys heading down?
Yeah, I think we
Yep,
follow.
we don't want to arouse any more suspicion.
All right. So let me just pull this down so that it's not in my way. Actually, gonna get rid of these. This one off my thing, and get. Nope. I can like
Nope.
barely hear you.
You sound like you're in a different room.
I don't think it's hooked up, like, set for your headphones.
No, it's not. You need. Yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's in Skype that it's not set up, but you have to choose your
Is that better?
choose your
Yeah,
microphone
it is getting better.
array.
Oh, okay. That's back on the array.
There you go.
I
Hey.
went
Just
to,
kidding.
You're low, but it's getting better.
all right, I'll just keep talking.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's
Just-
All right, start farting now. There we go.
We heard that.
That came through clear.
Okay, got it.
All right.
So we're going down the stairs.
Yep. So you should see yourselves on the first floor now.
Yes. Is it us moving that?
No, I was just doing it for you guys. Oops.
That was sorry. That was
No, no problem. You all have access to do it. So you're in the hall. As you open up the door and go down those stairs, and then head down into this larger hall, you can see about a little bit under 24 cultists, including the 4 second level people, and everyone's getting their food together and heading over to the table to sit down. So you guys can grab some of this freshly cooked food. It's much better than what you have been having. Some meats that may or may not be frog's legs or alligator, and just a random assortment of like rices and things that can be kept for a while, but still much better than anything that you have been eating recently.
Just like my mama used to make. Down in the bayou.
So
Wait.
so you sit down, and as you do, like just as you are sitting there, the door opens, this one here, and in walks an elf with light brown hair, like lightish brown, kind of blondish hair, wearing, hold on, I gotta pull up this person, there's so many people here. Wearing some dark clothing. Here, I'll just show you guys. Obviously, he's not standing like that when he walks in, but
Oh, that's the dude.
yeah, tall, skinny elf with like ceremonial robes on, and he has an eye patch over the one eye. Walks in, and next to him you recognize a human male. This time he's not wearing his hat that covers his ears and the back of his neck. Wearing these red robes, bald head with tattoos all along the top and sides. And you recognize this as Asbara Jos, the human male who joined your caravan when Issa did. The Red Wizard, as Issa said. And they both walk into the hall, and you see everybody stands up, all the cultists. Nice. You do the same, I assume, unless somebody's trying to be a pain in the ass. So everyone stands.
We all look at Erdnot.
Oh, he rolled a 1 while standing, so.
So you all stand. You all stand up, and the elf who you remember Issa telling you about an elf named Dralmor Born Grey when she was giving you the rundown, saying he was one of the leaders of this group here. He kind of like nods at everyone and is like, please sit, and everyone does, and everybody make me a perception check.
What does that mean? Man, I'm rolling
Move your
fucking
dice
shit.
so I can click my stuff. Jesus.
Oops, somebody's a bum's a greenest. Who was that, Abaddon?
What I do?
I think I have one of you is attached to the bums of greenest thing.
Oh yeah, that was definitely me because I was excited about that 19.
Okay. So Abaddon, Zan, and Vidania. Oh, Micaiah, did you roll?
I'm trying to get there and I can't.
So you can either press C to pull up your character sheet and then do it there, or you can kind of click on. Yeah, that's gonna be the way you want to do it.
Pressing C doesn't work
Oh,
when
sorry.
we're all in the group token.
You gotta go to the actors directory over on the right hand and pull up your character sheet there.
I think it works once you pull that up,
Oh,
because
okay.
I just
I
hit
think I
C
did
and
it
it just
now.
brought it up now.
Yeah, you did it.
Did I do it
Yep.
now?
So still Zan, Vidania, and Abaddon, you guys look over and you see Aspara Jos looks around the room, and then he looks at you all, and immediately the three of you can tell that he recognizes you. There's the look on his face as he kind of like is looking.
We're bone.
He looks at each of you, and he gets a little bit of a smirk on his face as he's looking. And let's see, Vidania, he kind of looks over at you, and you see him give like a little nod in your direction, but he doesn't say anything. And the elf is like,
Everyone's always hitting on Vidania.
it's not that kind of nod.
Does
man.
Vidania still have that golden thing on her shoulder too?
It's
It's
not
a-
on her shoulder.
like-
It's an amulet now, and it's in her.
that's right.
Yeah, it's under her. So the elf looks at everyone and he's like, "Let us pray." And he does like a hands thing, and he holds up one hand, and everybody holds up one hand like this. I get, assuming you also all hold up your hand.
We are just following the crowd.
Open fingers, or not open fingers.
His stubby fingers are as open as he can make them.
So Born Grey goes into a whole diatribe. It's very long. Praise Tiamat, Queen of the Dragons, Mother of us all, that, that whole thing. It takes like a good solid 2 minutes. He's just on and going on and talking. And everybody in the room is doing the same, except for Asparajos. He's not. And Zan, Abaddon, Vidania, when you're there kind of looking up, making eye contact every once in a while, you can see him looking at all of you. Again, still, he's just kind of looking at you all like... You do not see Issa in the room. Issa is not here right now. And when he's done, the elf looks at everyone. He sees you, Vidania, again, and is like, oh, a pure blood amongst us. Very nice change. So,
Ooh, burn.
so he's like, I see we have new recruits here. You'll get situated and help to bring the items down for transport soon, I assume. And he looks over at the one dragon guy, second level guy, who looks like he might be in charge. That's correct, Evandor. And he nods. He's still sitting, or he sits down. Everybody sits down in that moment. And he nods. Yes, of course, Born Grey. And he says, good. Well, we are continuing with things as planned. Everything is on schedule. I will be in my study for the night. Carry on with your duties. Enjoy your dinner. Hold on, let me check and see what time it is. I'm saying dinner like I'm paying attention to what time it is. Son of a bitch. I want this move. Okay, yeah, we're gonna say that by the time this is happening, it's probably about like 3-ish. So in that moment, the elf nods to everyone, nods again to you, Vidania, and you do notice, Vidania, that you are the only other elf besides him. And then he turns and walks out. Asbarajos nods to everyone in the room and looks at all of you. And then he everyone starts to go back to what they're doing. People are eating, and as he walks out, he actually goes through this door here and heads out this way. And as he does, he looks at all of you and goes in that direction, out this door.
This food is actually pretty good.
Zan is gonna use his quiver to fill in the others. The red wizard has most likely made us.
Or not choked on his bread.
I do not know if he knows why we are here, but he definitely recognizes us from the caravan. He looked up at us during the prayer multiple times. He knows he's seen us before.
We should probably get out of here then.
Well, you're saying that with... Are you saying that with the quiver, or are you saying that
With the
out loud?
quiver.
Oh, damn.
I'm just going through everyone.
Araka's just gonna look down. He's not even gonna... He's gonna pretend like he didn't hear anything. Like he's just eating his soup, whatever it is.
So the one who's called Evandor, he looks at all of you and says, "Hey, initiates, we'll get started tomorrow on your tasks. In the meantime, And he looks at Red, the human woman with the. Oh my god! You guys don't get to. You don't get to hear all the noises. It just scared the shit.
Now they're gonna do it more now.
Oh my
because
god!
they see the reaction that they're getting out of you.
Every time. Like. Okay, thank you for the sticker, MVP sticker. I don't know if you can like place it in specific places, but it looks like it's over Zan, and I don't know if that's on purpose.
It's close
That is
to
really
him.
fucking loud. I don't even know how I can like turn that down. Jesus Christ, that scared me. Oh, it's random. Hold on, one really quick second. I'm gonna see if there's like a sound setting in there, because that was so loud. And it scared me. And I think it scared everybody in chat. Alright, hold on.
It's all monster noises?
No, this one was like da 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 da, but it was just like ugh, out of nowhere.
You need to throw some blazing saddles in there. Like, someone needs to pay for it. Hey, where are the white women at?
I do have that in the I have that in the sound alerts. I think it's a
Oh, okay, there we go.
I think it grants like advantage to people or something. Hold on, I wonder. Oh, it's the stream sticker. Can I turn it down here? Alright, I don't know if that's gonna work, but we'll find out if it ever happens again. Okay. I'm actually gonna just turn off this stream because I don't think. Sorry, I'm just gonna just check one quick thing before I continue to make sure I'm not seeing a sound thing that I can change. I might have to do it after. So Zan, roll me an insight check. Zan, Vidania, and Abaddon.
Zan has no idea.
Everyone cringed like they were hitting the nuts.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There it is.
Alright, I turned it down. Was that a nat 1? Is that what I heard?
Yeah,
No.
Zan rolled a 3, nat 1.
Oh. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear anything. It was your audio, Liz.
Feedback.
Alright.
It was all fun.
So you're rolling insight. Do you have any positives or negatives on your character sheet? Because you're rolling as bums of greenest, but that's not adding any of your stuff.
Oh, is there any way I can not?
Yeah, go to the actors tab and pull up your character sheet.
Okay.
And then you have a -1. So we'll just take that roll at 15. It's not too bad. But if you want to roll, I don't know why you're linked as the thumbs.
Oh, I like the other one better.
Yeah, well,
Let's do
yeah,
the
we're
other
gonna take the 15.
one.
So let's see here, Zanya. You are not sure, but Abaddon, you got the impression that the look that he gave you all was one of like amusement. As you kept looking up, you could see that he was like looking at you all almost like he was kind of impressed. And when he left, he gave a kind of like come see me type of look. Not directly to anybody in particular, just at your group. Like he was looking and hoping somebody would See the looks
Are
that
you
he was
sure
getting.
that wasn't towards Vidania?
Right. I don't
Like he was like,
Was that like a
Come
to the
hither.
bathroom?
Come here.
type?
Vidania.
Does Vidania lift up her cup and there's a phone number on the napkin?
That's what I feel like.
For a
He's a
good time.
wizard, right? He can do that. That's like a David Blaine trick.
So what's up? What y'all doing? Everyone's eating. There's the clinking of silverware. Well, it's not really silver. It's probably like woodware and.
Arik would be eating quietly, but also trying to keep an ear out for anybody saying anything that might pertain to anything we might deem important.
Okay.
Where quarters are, just any chit chat that we might overhear.
All right. Roll me a perception. I can see how much you hear.
Guarantee it's not gonna be a lot. 12.
So as you're sitting there kind of listening in on different conversations, you do hear Red and Evandor, and they're talking, and you hear them saying things like, yeah, she's still new, but she's made quite an impression on leaders. I've never seen anyone advance in the ranks so quickly. Very impressive. And you hear Red say, yeah, I heard that she's already being used for interrogations, and those that she gets in contact with, they sing like songbirds within a few minutes. What was her name again? And Evander is like, I think it was something with a V. V. I don't know, but.
Oh wait, I didn't hear that.
Well, you can.
So
you can roll
I'm the one.
perception
Am I
as well.
the one?
If everyone is listening in on different conversations, you can all roll me perception. But if you're just kind of focusing on eating because it's been a while since you had something cooked, then.
Or not just eating.
Okay. Vidania, you would also hear them talking about that.
No.
When I hear that, my eyes are automatically, almost reflexively, gonna dart towards Vidania, assuming she's sitting on the opposite side of the table from me.
Sure. Vidania, how do you feel about that news?
Or not sees the sudden eye dart and he just kind of looks over confused. Yeah, exactly.
I'm very disappointed and sad.
So.
But hey, she's good at interrogations. There's something to be proud of.
I mean, it's badass, but for the wrong team.
So,
DM, who am I sitting next to here?
I don't know. Who are you sitting next to here?
Hey guys,
You
who
can
wants
sit next to me.
at the dinner table. Sit next to me.
You can't sit here.
Wow.
I'm
Looks like
sitting
she's
across
thinking.
from Eric because I saw his eye dart.
Okay.
And then I'm sitting
Across from me.
diagonally across
Right,
from
so-
Vidania.
She
So
must be
she's
next
sitting-
to me.
Abaddon's sitting there. So then next to me is both Makaya and Sam.
Yeah, I'm obviously sitting next to my boyfriend.
Of course.
Duh.
Of course.
Should have known. Okay. I'm gonna nudge V. Oh wait, she's listening, so she couldn't have heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
No, if I were to nudge somebody to let them know my thoughts on Aspara, the person who left, I guess. Who's in our group?
Okay.
God, I think he wants us to follow him.
Who?
All of us.
Yells across the table.
I said it quietly.
The Red Wizard. Did you remember? Did you recognize him?
No, humans all kind of blend.
You guys are having this conversation at the table?
Yeah. Is he right next to me?
Yep.
Yes. I And I'm
Oh,
looking
no.
down.
Oh,
I'm
no.
looking down at
Such
my
a
food.
bad idea.
Yeah. Oh no.
Irik's just eating. He just
Alright, Keith.
happens to be traveling with these.
You notice, well, you noticed Vidania's face when they were talking about who you believe to be Volanthi. You also hear, you guys hear conversations about some of the initiates are talking about like this former dragon cultist and worshipper of Miracle named Strongor Bonebinder who came to the Mere. And something about like these rings of Miracle and sermons, and that they had heard that the black dragon in the area, Voragamanthar, is looking for those rings and already has 2 of them. And that Bonebinder, Strongor Bonebinder, he wrote these sermons, and that Resmir actually has the sermons. And that's how she's been able to build an alliance with Voragamanthar so that he would help them and not attack them, is that she promised that she would help him get the rings, the additional rings.
Who heard that?
What?
Who heard this?
The cultist initiates are all kind of talking amongst themselves about this, like, Strongor, and how they've heard this alliance between the dragon, which you recognize the name, Voragamanthar is the dragon that the lizard folk were saying that they didn't understand why he hadn't helped them yet to get out from under the boot of the bullywugs.
Did they say that he was a former cultist? Is that what
Yes.
you said?
Yeah. Based on how they're talking, you get the impression that this would happen a long time ago, the writing of the sermons and all of that. And
Zane is going to use his quiver to just kind of ask the question, do we follow the wizard?
When he hears that, Arik is going to look around to another initiate next to him and quietly ask if there's a privy, a bathroom, whatever word would be used.
The human
The stew isn't really sitting with my dainty tummy.
so the
Baby, I told you, wait, hold it till you get to the bathroom. Stop! You try sleeping with this guy.
the human looks at you and is like, "No, thank you. We just all go outside."
Thank you.
Oh, he's gonna need some help.
Just
Come on, guys.
anywhere? Just anywhere? There's not a trench. There's not a.
I'll help you dig a hole, baby. Come on.
Do you just cover it with a paper towel like somebody who's left their dog on vacation? They're just putting like paper towels over the poop?
You use the 3 shells.
Oh, that's such a good pull. Oh, that makes me proud to hear from my girl.
That's right. Nerds unite.
All right. Well, he would just nod, as if to say thank you for the heads up. Sorry, guys. I was hoping this was gonna be maybe they'd be like, hey, it's that away.
That we all have to go all at the same time.
So as the food eating continues, the sun is going down already or starting to go down because it's almost 5 o'clock. So it's starting to get darker. And inside this room, you see, see here. Where was this friggin' door? I think he forgot to put the door in here. He did.
Because no one else is getting up, Sam would like to stealth away towards the door.
Which door?
I was wondering when you were gonna do that.
What are you
wondering, I
gonna
was
do?
like,
You're
oh,
just gonna
what?
slink under the table, pop up behind one of the other ones.
It
Zan's just
was
gonna
weird.
do that slowly back into the crowd and just kind of blend away.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Just slowly. I was wondering where. I was like, he's our stealthiest member. How is he not gonna go after this guy? Of all the times that Zan has stealthed, this has to be.
Yep. So
Come on.
you back out towards this door. It was left open.
I'll be right back.
Just before I go through, I'm gonna say to Arik, I'm going.
All right. Oh, with the quiver.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just before I'm out of 30-foot range.
Okay. So none of us know, since he rolled a 20, none of us saw him.
No.
Is there anyone across from me that is that would be looking at me? I think across from me is Erdnot, Avedon, and Vidania. I'm looking for one of their eyes as across the table, like just trying to make eye contact with one of them.
I'll say I'm like right across from you, so.
Okay, so you're gonna look up. All right, so I'm gonna look up and then I'm just gonna twitch my eyes over. Hopefully that'll give you the, so you'll actually see what way. I'm not gonna do this. Hey.
Over to the door or over to
Over
where
to
Zan
where-
should be sitting?
Over to where Zan is probably headed, because he said something about following the guy in my head. That
Alright.
way, two of us know that he's going instead of just me.
Alright. He just casually looks in that direction, which happens to be the direction of the food.
Do you get up, or
And you would
do you get up to go to the food? or
Is
are you
there
just
like
looking?
a place? Is there a place where like people are putting their bowls and stuff when they're done?
Yeah, on one of those tables. We'll say like the middle table here that looks all kind of grody there.
And are they just walking out of the room when they're done?
Yeah. So a couple of them, the initiates, start heading up. Come on, this way and like through the door as it's getting darker.
Is it like bedtime?
No,
Like
But
everybody's
none
going
of
to
us-
bed?
But none of them went through this door over here.
no, none of them went through that door.
Okay.
Alright, well, Erdnot gets up and, as if he's bringing his plate over to the thing, grabs another roll off of one of the counters and puts his plate down. And can I look around and see if anybody's paying attention to me?
Yes, you can. Roll a perception check.
Yeah,
So it's not necessarily in this moment. You don't see that anybody is looking at you. Hold on one second. Oops.
If I, sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's looking at you in the moment.
Alright, Erdnot shoves the roll in his mouth, puts the bowl in the pile, does a wipe my hands off, wipes them on my shirt, and looks at this door like I cross it every single day and just go through.
When he does that, since I know what he's kind of doing, I'm pretty positive you're gonna have him make a stealth roll. So I want to just ask this: if I were to cause some sort of a distraction, would that give him advantage on a stealth roll?
You don't know.
Do I need a stealth roll? I just walk through the door.
That's why I assumed, because I mean, Zan had to make a stealth roll or just whatever.
I wasn't being
So-
stealthy. I was just walking casual.
Okay.
You,
All
you
right.
don't know?
Never mind.
Are you gonna do? Are you gonna do? Hey, roll the ones in the chat. Hey, I missed it.
Been missing an action rolled a
Yeah,
one.
we've been missing you.
I rolled a bad one last Saturday.
Yeah, Arik is gonna, since he kind of knows, he has a vague idea of what's happening, he's going to take his own empty thing, look over at Micaiah, and take her half-empty bowl since we've been eating, and I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'll take the. And as I get up, I'm gonna just, are they wooden or are they clay?
There's a combination. Mostly probably wooden though, because they need to last in this very not so friendly environment. But there's probably a combo.
Well, as I get up, I'm going to just kind of like, oh God, and just like drop it all over the floor and hopefully make a big clattering thing in my direction, like
Okay.
where I'm assuming that I'd be sitting somewhere down here, since this is where the thing is.
Sure. Roll a performance check. Micaiah, what are you doing when this is happening?
When he drops it, I mean, I don't know that he's doing it, obviously trying to do it on purpose. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't take you anywhere.
I
Oh
didn't
my gosh.
I rolled a 9, and I was hoping to roll much better than that. Damn it.
But maybe my reaction was distracting.
So
I mean, it was pretty dramatic.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, but first, you gotta bring up the bathroom. You gotta ask this nice young guy over here about it, and now you're dropping everything everywhere. You slob.
So Evandor, who is the second in command guy there, or one of them, comes over and he's like, none of this. I don't know what the two of you have going on outside of this, but there's no room for it here. Clean up, and you guys, all of you go clean out the bottom room there of the infestation. That's gonna be your room, around the corner on the first floor. One of you show them where. And that dwarf woman gets up and she's like, all right, don't worry about that mess. We'll figure it out. Let's go. I'll show you guys where you need to go. And so
Now look what you did.
Micaiah, Arik, Avedon, Vidania. The dwarf is like, all right, this way. And she leads you guys up this way. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to now place your tokens, but I need to make them smaller. Because you guys are all... Nope, that's right.
Oh. I just see a giant me.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm placing you guys all down on the screen, but I have to just make you smaller because you're not that big.
Oh, Liz, keep me big. Keep me big.
So don't move for a second while
As soon as you say it, it makes me want to do it.
I know.
I know, I'm just kidding.
because
But what if I do?
it might mess with the fact that you have multiple control, so I don't want it to fuck everything up.
Hurry
Fine.
ahead of time. But Mom.
Mom. Poor Mom.
I think the good news is that if I do this, you guys can see your own tokens above anybody else's, I think. So that is good. Oops, I don't want to put you there. I want to put you over here. No, I don't. I want to put you over here. And Zan, you are the last one. So, putting you down here. All right.
No, that's not true because Zan's on top of me and I can't see me.
That's what she said.
All right.
Haven't had one of those in a while.
It's true.
Hype. Hype.
All right. So the four of you get led up this way. Oops, I'm just gonna pile you guys all up on top of each other so that I can move all of you. You get led through these.
Just me and the three ladies.
Yep. Through these doors.
Yes, queens. Yes, queens.
And and the dwarf opens up this door. That may or may not actually be open here. Is there a door there? No, it's an open thing. So she kind of like pushes open this sliding door that's there, and she's like in there, and you can hear these like things like chittering and everything in that room. And when your eyes adjust, you can see just a ton, probably between like 8 and 12 giant centipedes just infesting this room. And I'll get back to you guys in a second. So Erdnot and Zan, you guys walk through this this door, and you find yourself in an inner ward area. And you could see that this inner ward area here, as you walk in, are you being stealthy still as you go?
Zan is.
Is it like if I step, is it gonna echo? Is it like an echo chamber?
Not quite. Hold on, I'm moving you guys a little bit over here. Those.
Oh, what the hell? He'll try to stealth. I mean,
All right.
He'll walk, light-footed if possible.
All right.
And yeah, okay. Well, that didn't work.
I was gonna say the first one wasn't
No, not too bad. Zan, you can roll a stealth as well.
Shit, I just accidentally closed that out.
All right. So Zan, you open up, when you walk through the door, you kind of like walk into this room. I need you both to roll me perception checks real quick too.
Okay, hold on. I accidentally closed Foundry. I'm getting right back in. Perception.
Whew. Okay, whose was the 16? All right, Erdnot. So a few things happen within a moment or two of you walking out of this door. So you step forward, you see Zan, and he's doing a really good job of like being quiet, but as he's coming around this corner here, and you can see that there is a door right here. It is closed. Erdnot, you see around the corner familiar shapes of guard drakes that are similar to what you saw when you were in the raiders camp, the ones who were guarding the eggs. And
are they like coming down the hallway, or are they like guarding a?
This is an inner ward, so that it's not really a hallway. It's just like this open courtyard, and you can see them starting to walk around the corner in this moment. And they haven't quite seen
towards
you.
Us.
They're coming around the bend here, and they haven't seen you, but Zan has given no indication that he sees them, and he is making his way around there.
Is there like pebbles, rocks, stones, anything on the floor that I can
Make an investigation
up
check.
huck at them?
Oh boy.
Come on, Erdy.
Nope. There's nothing there. You're looking around. You have like another second or so
Piece of
before
lint,
these
maybe?
things are going to see you guys.
Paper
Is
clip?
Zan within 30 feet of
He's
me?
right next to you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion, and he'll hear me. It'll be a whisper in his ear, like I'm ASMRing him.
Zan has goosebumps and he's completely creeped out.
So I'll whisper. It'll be a whisper in his ear, saying, Drake's right around the corner in front of us. They're coming
Zan
at us. Whatever the hell.
immediately stops and backs towards the wall, down here, out of the view.
All right, Erdnot. There are 3 drakes come around the corner. Oops, sorry. And they are represented right here. And they see you, and they start charging.
Oh god.
Ernas is gonna go back in the room.
All right.
that he came.
Okay, so you back into the room
Bye.
here very quickly.
Run
And these drakes
backwards.
are like they're running forward, rushing towards this way. And Erdnot, you back into the room. And as you do that, are you closing the door? Are you keeping the door open? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm shutting that goddamn door.
All right, so you close the door. You back into the room, and Evandor and Red and the 2 others who are wearing similar clothing, the 2 other humans, they're all 4 of them. They all turn and look at you, and so do there's maybe 2 or 3 other initiates still in the room, and they're like, "What were you doing in there?"
I was trying to find my way out to go to the restroom.
There is no
That's
rest
apparently
room.
the wrong way.
We're in the bog. You go in the bog. You're gonna get yourself killed out there. Zan, what are you doing out here? These things rush forward.
Seeing as how it moved forward, Zan wants to try and sneak and get into this door.
All right. Roll a stealth check again.
Oof.
Tonight's episode is called Rolls Like Shit.
Hold
It's
on
almost
1 second.
10:30. This is gonna be a hell of a cliffhanger. Oh no!
You're gonna be hanging by your knuckles, kid.
Rolled a 13.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say
Yes.
at all.
So you are able, with that 13, their passive perception is 12. They rush towards this door, and you can hear banging Erdnot on the other side of the door as Zan, with that 13, you just barely scoot, taking a second, into this room. And you can hear, I assume you close the door? You can close the door. If that's
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you close the door, and you can hear on the other side loud, scraping and hissing, and Evandor comes over for Erdnot. You see Evandor walks over to the doorway, bangs on the door, and he's like, "Get one of those lizard folk in here to calm these guys down." And one of the other 2nd level people stands up and walks out, and she's like, let's go. We need you to calm these down. And a couple of lizard folk come in and open up this door, close the door very quickly, and Zan, you can hear talking and everything out here in Draconic, which you do not understand. And standing in this room This is looks to be a keep entrance. And you had to step up to get into it. There's this wooden stout door that has these repair bars on it, so it looks like it's pretty sturdy. But there does not the bar to lock it is like on the side there. And in here you can see just a couple of tables over on the end, and then you also see an open door. Let me just see what your vision looks like here first. And you can just barely see in this open door some like chairs and tables and couches, but it is quiet in this room for the moment. And then there are some stairs that lead up over here corner. Erdnot, as you are standing there and you see the lizard folk go through this door, Evandor is like, well, the rest of your people went that way. All you newbies, go meet up with them while they clear out your sleeping quarters.
Or not, just kind of bows and heads the direction that he pointed.
Okay. So you end up over here as you turn around the corner, go through that one room, and then end up. You see all of your friends are standing there as the female dwarf walks past you, and she's like, "Yep, you can go help them out." And you see all these sliming, crawling.
I don't see anything. I see a little square, but I'm like stuck in a wall or something.
There's nothing there. I'm just showing you I'm just showing you guys the room.
Oh, okay.
And we will pick up there as you guys are tasked with clearing out this room, and Zan finds himself all alone in a.
I thought you guys were gonna follow me.
I did follow you.
We got shoot.
We could.
Kaya was busy yelling at Harik, so.
How were we all just gonna get up and just
Yeah.
walk out? Nobody noticed.
Go get
I
up.
don't know.
It was never gonna
Erdnot
happen.
did it pretty good.
Yeah. Only
Well,
because, and look what happened. But
Your
only
distraction
because
got us in trouble. Like we got sent to our rooms.
I thought maybe she would have you make a stealth roll so that might help you. You know what I mean? Because I know you're like me. You're all clanky. When you walk.
Yeah.
I just pictured that though. Oh, Zan drinks.
I know, what a friend, right?
He pokes his head in and be like, "Look out, Zan!" Slam. What am I supposed to do?
Oh my god.
I would be like, I rush ahead, grab Zan, and shoulder through that other door. She's gonna be like, roll for it, and I'll be like, oh, I got like a 2. So you stumble forward, you go to grab Zan, but you miss, but you knock him in the head. So he goes rolling 10 feet forward. You're
give
near
her
the floor, you
ideas,
try to grab him. You try to roll in. All you do is rip his shirt off.
Yeah.
That just seems wrong. Staying with no shirt on. Just laying there.
Well, it's okay because there's another shirt on under that shirt. Like it's just an endless line of shirts.
That's the secret to his stealth somehow.
Zan is a never dude.
Like one of those Russian
Animators.
little dolls.
Yeah.
There's just more and more and more inside.
Sounds about right.
All right.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
Interesting
This is getting worse
circumstances
and worse.
that you have found yourselves in.
Uh-huh.
So we will pick up on Saturday. Actually, on Thursday, we will be doing a duet, Zan and I. So Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to do a one-shot, one-on-one session flashback scene of Xander Huntsman's backstory. I have chosen a point in time that was provided to me by Zan on his own story, and we will see how it plays out. And anything that happens will be canon, and
Whew,
So
that's exciting.
So this means
What if he makes
means
himself
that you
cease to
cannot
exist?
fucking die on Saturday.
I mean,
You cannot
technically, he
die.
can't die at all because, yeah,
It's
it's a
But if he
backstory.
if he does die,
No, no,
does like
no,
Zan
you
has
said-
plot
you said
armor for
Thursday.
this
does,
session.
does
Yeah.
Zan like just phase away like in Back to the Future?
Oh my god.
Do we have like a painting of the group and somebody's looking at it and suddenly Zan just isn't
Oh my
there?
god, that'd be horrible.
No, all the car statues that he gave us all start
Oh
fading
my
away.
god, that'd be so sad.
Holding them.
Raging Rolls. Yeah, this is gonna be like a flashback, backstory, one shot type thing. And I made my very first map utilizing Dungeon Draft and assets from 2-minute tabletop. Are you talking?
Me? Yes.
Oh,
was.
because it's like turned to static or something.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Got abducted.
Yeah. Suddenly I can hear static. So
Is it?
no.
And it's me.
No, now you're okay.
So is that that's on Thursday or Saturday?
That's Thursday. Saturday is going to be
Thursday.
our regular bums session. Long bum session.
Lung bum. Big bum.
And Saturday
Big booty.
will be a our weekly giveaway as well.
Yay.
So, let's find somebody to raid here. And thank you everybody who hung out in the chat. Roll the 1. Great to see you again. We were asking about you earlier, and there you are.
Yeah.
Now we just need baby punching tacos. Disappeared.
Ah.
William,
Aw, where is
I
he
don't
then?
know. I've seen you.
Have you noticed that baby punching tacos and Roll to One are never in the same place
I
at
mean,
the
they
same
used to
time?
be.
I think they're the same. I think they're the same person.
Could be. Fires of Atheline, you can share your Kickstarter one more time before we run out of here. I think I already said hi to Raging Rolls, but I'll say it again. Hi! Did you know that in Australia, Jeremy, the nickname for that is Jez or Jezza?
Really?
Yeah,
And do you know what that means in America?
well, nothing, because it's Jez,
Not Jizz.
not Jizz. Jez.
Trying to make a
Yeah.
There was
joke.
not. It landed flat. But I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But so now I've learned about goon sacks, which is
Goon
bagged wine, boxes of wine in the bag. It's called a
Oh.
goon sack.
Goon
Yeah,
sack?
apparently
I like that.
cheap wine in Australia is called a goon. Or called goon, not maybe a goon, just goon. And then it's a sack. So it's goon sack.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, it sounded racist to me at first, so I had to look it up, but it's fine. Like goon sack, that does not
Am I mad
sound.
about this?
No, it doesn't.
No, it's totally fine though. So let's see here. Shit, there's so many streamers out there playing Dungeons and Dragons. Not necessarily tonight, but I'm afraid to try to like open up my thing while I'm streaming here. All right. So thank you everybody again. We'll see you on Thursday. Hopefully you'll come by and watch our one shot. This is something new that we are possibly going to do more of. I'm just kind of filling in space as I talk and try to figure out who we're going to raid. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
I'm working on a homebrew thing, and I'm very excited to share it, but it's nowhere near done. But it's exciting and fun, and I'm probably doing everything wrong because I don't know what I'm doing, but it's fun. So that's coming down.
Yes, we will be doing more homebrew, more one-shots. I might even replace my DM prep on Mondays with like one-shot stuff. Because I think people like watching the game more than they like watching people prepping. So how about we raid pint and pie. Oh wait, DM the Mark Knight's going. I think we betrayed him. So let's.
Pint and pie. Sounds good. Sounds delicious.
Yes, Fires of Atheline does like these great one-shot duet type things, and I have been very inspired. And then another person told me that their DM did the flashbacks at the beginning of their sessions, and I thought that was great. So I've been just kind of stealing ideas left and right, which hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's do pints.
Are the flashbacks going to be a Tuesday thing, or are we going to do those every session, like both Tuesday and Sundays?
I'm going to try to do. Oh, it's pint and pie. I'm gonna try to do them fairly frequently, but probably not every session.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Basically, I'm kind of reading your backstories, and then I will choose a scene that I think would be interesting to play out. So.
I'm gonna have to remember my backstory.
Yeah, you guys should probably go look at your backstory.
That was part of my problem that did this tonight. I'm trying to remember what I was writing, but if I brought it up and then I have to go through like a lot of pages to get to where she was pulling from and try to remember the let of my ass. So I probably screwed up your flashback tonight and made it not as fun.
No.
This
was your story, and I just pulled from your own story and built it out. So we're taking 8 raiders, and we are going to Pint and Pie, who are playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we'll see you on Thursday. 30 is the new 20.
Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm a little scared because I'm thinking of things I put in my backstory, and for a one-on-one, I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be fun to actually have to play out. It's like, oh yeah, backstory, yeah, that sounds good. Now you have to live it.
Yeah, yours is pretty dark.